Have you ever noticed how young women, when they're interested in you, start asking certain questions that seem harmless, but actually carry much more weight? That's right, these questions are never random, of course. They want to get to know you, but they're also trying to uncover something beyond what you're saying. Today, I'm going to reveal the 7 questions they ask when they're considering taking the next step with you. Pay attention, because what I'm about to share could completely change how you understand these conversations. These days, it can be tough to interpret the signals women, especially younger ones, send us. But don't worry, in this video, I'll teach you how to identify the 7 most important questions they ask when they're interested in you, and trust me, sticking around until the end will be well worth it, because you'll be more prepared to handle these situations with wisdom and confidence. Now, before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content. Give the video a like, and by doing so, you're helping me bring you fresh content regularly. Let's get to it. The first question, and one of the most common, is, do you live alone? When a young woman asks you this, it could be her way of understanding your lifestyle, but also evaluating if you two can spend more time alone together. Yes, she's thinking about privacy and how easy it would be for you to have a moment just for the two of you to answer in a way that builds more connection and lets her feel comfortable, suggesting spending more time together. When a younger woman asks an older man if he lives alone, she's not just curious about his living situation. This question often serves a dual purpose. First, she wants to understand your level of independence, especially if you're older and more established in life. Living alone suggests self-sufficiency and stability, which can be attractive qualities, particularly for younger women who may be looking for someone mature and grounded. Second, she's subtly trying to figure out how easy it would be to spend private time with you. Living alone means fewer obstacles for quality time, intimacy, or relaxed hangouts without interruptions. If you do live alone, answering this question in a way that emphasizes your lifestyle, but doesn't come off as too eager or too detached, is key. For instance, you could say something like, "Yes, I enjoy my own space. It gives me time to focus on my hobbies and relax after a busy day." This response tells her you're independent and comfortable with yourself, which can make her feel more at ease around you. On the other hand, if you have roommates or live with family, it's best to be honest about that. How you present this information will still matter, though. You can frame it in a positive light by saying something like, "I live with a friend, but we both have our own routines, so it's a comfortable arrangement." What she's ultimately trying to understand is how accessible you are for alone time and how much freedom you have to make spontaneous plans. The second question is, how many people have you been with? This might seem like a simple question, but it reveals much more. She wants to know about your experience and intimacy. She's evaluating you. It's important to be honest without exaggerating or downplaying. In this case, the truth is worth much more than any story you could make up. This question might seem straightforward, but when a younger woman asks an older man about his dating history or how many people he's been with, it holds different layers of meaning. For one, she's curious about your experience, both in relationships and potentially in intimacy. Being older, it's assumed that you've likely had more life experience, and this question helps her gauge your past and how it might impact your present relationship dynamic. There's often an expectation that older men will be more honest and less likely to play games, so how you respond can significantly shape her impression of you. It's important not to brag or exaggerate, as younger women may be looking for maturity and emotional intelligence over sheer numbers. A thoughtful, balanced answer can convey that you've had meaningful experiences without sounding boastful. You could say something like, "I've been in a few relationships, each one teaching me something valuable about what I want and how to be a better partner." This not only answers her question, but also shows that you've learned and grown over time, which is often what younger women find appealing in older men. The goal with this question is to show that you're open about your past without making it seem like you're stuck in it or overly focused on it. What she's likely assessing is how your history informs your present and whether you're emotionally available for something new. The third question is, what kind of movies do you like? When a young woman asks you this, she's opening the door to suggest a movie date, and it's not just about the movie. She wants to see how much you can connect during a more intimate moment. Pro tip: mention romantic movies. If you sense she's expecting something more before we go on, let me know in the comments. Have you ever experienced something like this? That way we can all learn together. When a young woman asks an older man about his movie preferences, it's not just a question about entertainment. This is often a subtle way for her to assess how much you two have in common when it comes to interests and compatibility. For an older man, your movie taste could signal whether you're more old-fashioned, stuck in your ways, or open to newer experiences. If you only like classic films, it might suggest that you're more traditional, while enjoying a range of genres could show flexibility and a willingness to explore different sides of life. Answering this question is a chance to show some personality. If you enjoy older films, there's no harm in that. But you could balance it by also showing interest in modern movies or TV shows. For example, you might say, "I love the classics like Casablanca, but I've also gotten into some newer series on Netflix. There's always something good out there if you look for it." This kind of response communicates that you're not stuck in the past but appreciate a wide range of stories, which could be more appealing to a younger woman. Also, by talking about your favorite movies, you're opening the door to a shared activity. If you sense she's trying to make a connection, you can steer the conversation towards planning a movie night, either in a theater or at home. This could also lead to further discussions about favorite genres or emotional moments in films, helping deepen your bond. Now on to the fourth question. What are you doing this weekend? This one is a classic, my friend. If she's asking you this, it's because she's gauging if you're available to spend time with her. A charming response would be something like, "I don't have any plans yet. Do you have any suggestions?" This will open up the conversation for her to invite you, or perhaps suggest something more personal. When a young woman asks what your weekend plans are, this is often a clear signal that she's interested in spending time with you. Younger women may ask this question to gauge not just your availability, but also your level of spontaneity and how open you are to new experiences. For an older man, it's a good opportunity to show that you're still active and interested in doing things together, whether it's something as simple as grabbing coffee or something more adventurous like a day trip. Your answer here should strike a balance between being open but not too eager. If you have plans, mention them, but leave room for flexibility. For example, you could say, "I have a few things lined up, but nothing that can't wait. What did you have in mind?" This kind of response shows that you're busy and have a life of your own, but you're also open to adjusting your plans to spend time with her. This suggests maturity and self-sufficiency, while also showing interest in her company. If you don't have plans yet, it's okay to admit that, but do so in a way that invites her to make a suggestion. Something like, "I'm keeping things open for now, but I'm always up for good company," can show that you're easygoing and flexible, qualities younger women often appreciate in older men. What she's looking for in your answer is a balance of independence and willingness to engage. The fifth question is, "Can you help me with something at my house?" If she asks for your help at home, it's not just about the help. She's looking for an excuse to spend more time with you in a cozy environment. Take the opportunity, but approach it with care without rushing. When a young woman asks for your help with something at her place, it's usually more than just a request for assistance. Often, it's a subtle way of inviting you into her personal space, allowing for a more intimate, relaxed setting to get to know each other better. By asking for help, she's also testing your willingness to go out of your way for her and seeing how you handle tasks, which can reveal qualities like reliability and care. For an older man, how you respond can make a big difference. If you're too eager, it might come off as trying too hard. But if you're too distant, you could seem uninterested. The key is to be helpful without overdoing it. You could say something like, "I'd be happy to lend a hand. What do you need help with?" This shows that you're willing to assist while maintaining a casual tone. Another aspect to keep in mind is that helping someone in their home can lead to spending more personal time together. The sixth question is, how far is the restaurant from your place? Here she's already thinking about what comes after if she's asking this. She's wondering how easy it would be to extend the night to a more intimate setting like your place. This question might seem innocent, but when a young woman asks how far a restaurant is from your home, she's likely considering the possibility of continuing the evening at your place. It's her way of gauging how convenient it would be to extend the night without outright suggesting it. For an older man, this is a clear signal that she's comfortable with you and open to spending more time together in a private setting. Your answer should be casual but inviting, without assuming too much. You could say something like, "It's only about 10 minutes away. Very convenient if we want to relax afterward." This leaves the door open for her to suggest continuing the night at your place without being too forward. It also shows that you're open to extending the evening without putting pressure on her to do so. At the same time, your response gives her a sense of how easy it would be to spend more time together if she feels comfortable. What she's likely looking for here is reassurance that you're both open to the idea without making her feel like it's expected. This is where your maturity as an older man can work to your advantage, as you can provide a sense of calm and confidence in the situation. And finally, the 7th question: do guys like hugging? If she asks you this, she's feeling you out to see if you're someone affectionate. Here, show that you value moments of affection and closeness. Now that you know these 7 questions, you're better prepared to handle these signals with wisdom and authenticity. When a young woman asks whether guys like hugging, it's often a way for her to gauge your openness to physical affection. Younger women sometimes test the waters to see if you're someone who values closeness and touch, especially if they're considering a more intimate connection with you. As an older man, your response to this can reveal a lot about how comfortable you are with affection, which can be an important factor in her interest. A good way to respond is by showing that you're open to affection without making it feel forced or overly forward. You could say something like, "Absolutely, I think hugs are a great way to connect with someone." This kind of answer communicates that you're not only comfortable with physical affection, but that you also see it as a meaningful gesture of closeness. It can make her feel more at ease and open up the possibility for further physical connection, whether it's a simple hug or more intimate gestures later on. For an older man, how you handle this question can set the tone for the level of physical affection in the relationship. By showing that you're confident and comfortable with touch, you signal emotional maturity, which can be highly appealing to a younger woman looking for a deeper connection. And there you have it, the 7 key questions young women ask when they're interested in you. Now that we've gone through each one, it's clear that these questions are not just random small talk. They're thoughtful, purposeful inquiries designed to uncover deeper insights about who you are, how you live, and whether you're someone they'd want to spend more time with. By understanding the weight behind these seemingly simple questions, you can navigate these conversations with much more clarity and confidence. The next time a young woman asks about your living situation, your weekend plans, or even your favorite movies, remember what we discussed today. She's not just asking to make conversation. She's evaluating your lifestyle, gauging your emotional intelligence, and assessing your availability and willingness to connect on a deeper level. These questions offer you the chance to showcase your maturity, independence, and openness, which are qualities younger women often find attractive in older men. But the most important takeaway is this: your responses should be authentic. Avoid falling into the trap of overthinking or trying to impress. Instead, be honest and let your true personality shine through. Whether you're talking about your living arrangements, sharing your relationship history, or offering to help her with something at home, keep the conversation light, engaging, and genuine. Ultimately, what women want to see is that you're not only experienced, but also grounded, emotionally available, and open to a meaningful connection. The key is balance. Show that you're independent and self-sufficient, but also flexible and willing to invest time and energy into building something new. Younger women often appreciate these qualities in an older man, and by responding thoughtfully to their questions, you'll leave a lasting positive impression. Now that you've got a better grasp on these 7 important questions, you're equipped to handle these signals with wisdom, confidence, and authenticity. So the next time you're in a conversation with a younger woman and she asks one of these questions, you won't have to second-guess her motives. You'll know exactly what's going on and how to respond in a way that builds connection and rapport. If this video helped you out, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss any of my future content. I'm always bringing you more insights, tips and advice on relationships, dating, and understanding social dynamics. If you enjoyed this, give the video a like and drop a comment below saying, "I know the answers, so I know you're part of the community," and appreciated this deep dive into the 7 questions. Also, feel free to share your own experiences with these questions in the comments. Have you noticed similar patterns in your conversations with younger women? How did you respond and what did you learn from the experience? Your stories can help others navigate these situations more effectively, and together we can all learn and grow. Thanks again for watching, and remember, it's not just about the questions women ask, it's about how you respond that really matters. By staying true to yourself and understanding the deeper meaning behind their words, you'll not only improve your dating life, but also build more genuine connections. I'll see you in the next video. Keep leveling up, stay confident, and take care.